Hi, my name is Tracy Blanch, and I am excited to share with you the LifeVantage opportunity through this PowerPoint presentation, which is a TearOff sheet, okay? We are at the forefront of a new technology that is biohacking our systems through nutrigenomics. Now, maybe you haven't heard of that, maybe you have, maybe you don't quite understand what it is, but it's being able to manipulate our system biologically through the food that we take in, through our nutrition. And LifeVantage is at the forefront of that, and it is very exciting. It is a new technology, and a lot of people don't understand it. Now, we are in the arena of network marketing. Now, this is an area where some people love it, some people don't love it, some people don't really understand it. So let's just take a look at that really fast. All right, here we go. MLM comparison. There's some big companies. Most people have heard of a lot of these large companies. Amway, Avon, Herbalife, they're large companies, and they really have paved the way for the network marketing industry, right? They're also old companies. They've been around a while. Look at some of the revenue that they generate. 9 billion, that's a lot. 6 billion, 5 billion, that's a lot. On average, they pay out about 40%. All right, these are large companies. They've paved the way for the network marketing industry. They do billions of dollars in revenue every single year. 9 billion, 6 billion, 5 billion, that's a lot of money. There are people making money in this industry. That's why it's so attractive to most people. It's a level playing field. You don't have to come in with any sort of special education, any special background, any special skills. It doesn't matter your religion, your gender, your education background. It doesn't matter if you're single, if you're married. None of that matters. And that's why it's such an attractive field to a lot of people. Okay? Let's look at this sheet, this section right here. This gives us an idea of what we're looking at when we're looking at a good opportunity in network marketing. You've got the timing piece, you've got the product piece, you've got the compensation piece. Here at the top, you'll see mentorship. This is a very important component of this. My husband and I, Russell, and I tried this industry a couple times before. Maybe some of you have tried this a couple times before and thought it just didn't work for you. Well, what we learned was that we were missing the timing piece. You saw these companies that do billions of dollars in revenue every single year. Well, that's because they already have millions of distributors helping to push that product and generate that type of income. So in one of the companies that we joined, we found out that there was already millions of distributors. We were late. We were missing that timing piece. In another one, the compensation plan was not very good. It was weak. We didn't understand that piece. And so we wondered why we did this work and then we didn't get paid. All right. So here we were able to learn that in LifeVantage. We learned that timing is important, product is important, compensation plan is important, and this mentorship piece at the top. We needed people to show us what it was that we were supposed to do and then hold our hand for a little bit while we got our feet under us and got comfortable with what we were doing. All right, let's talk about the timing. Here's the timing S-curve that everybody shows, right? Peter Drucker developed this. It's in business. Everybody uses it. You have the ground floor opportunity here at the bottom. Well, this is where the idea comes in. This is where people decide what they're going to do. This is where people develop their product, get the things all put together that's going to make it happen. Then you have here at the top where it says too late. This is where it's just too late. This is when there's already millions of people involved in the company. Unfortunately, this is where a lot of times most of us hear about these things because the word is out there and everybody's talking about it. And then we wonder why nobody wants to join us because they've already all heard of it, or there's very little money to be made because the bulk of it is right here in the middle. If you look right here, this 80%, this is where the branding phase happens, where people start to talk about this, where the excitement starts to be generated, and where the masses of people are joining the company. This is also where most of the income is generated. So here's the cool thing about LifeVantage. We're at this ground floor. We are right here at the very bottom of this S-curve. you'll see right here 150,000 distributors per country. Well, that's when they consider it ground floor. We are only about 80,000 in distributors worldwide. It's not even ground floor. It's like in the basement somewhere. So it's a great opportunity, right? What does that mean for you? It means that we haven't gone through this huge phase of capturing this 80% yet. All you have to do is decide how much of this 80% do you want? How big of a piece of a pie do you want to carve out for yourself? That is an amazing opportunity that most people don't get to see in their lifetime. All right, let's talk about the product side. This is exciting because we're at the forefront of this biohacking with nutrigenomics. Most people have not heard about this. It's just simply us educating them on what this is. We happen to do it through Nerve2 technology. Proteandum, that's our flagship product. We lower oxidative stress 40% in the first 30 days in 100% of the mammals that take it, right? So our demographic is not just females or not just males or just pets. It's every mammal on the planet. And every day there's new mammals being produced. So our market never goes away, right? All right, we're gonna watch an ABC primetime piece that aired back in 2005. John Quinones came to Denver. He gave his blood on national television. Kind of scary. But this world-renowned scientist, Dr. McCord, who formulated Protandim, was not afraid of any of that. He knew what he'd had. He was excited about sharing it with the world, and what better way to get out this information to people through national television. So we're going to watch that ABC primetime. Pay attention to a couple things. How low was John Quinones' oxidative stress lowered, and what is the business opportunity behind this if this affects every single mammal on the planet?
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? Well, perhaps. It turns out there is some other promising evidence that seems to back up Dr. McCord's findings. That evidence comes from mice that have been genetically engineered to produce more catalase, one of the enzymes that Protandim increases. The researcher, Dr. Douglas Wallace of the University of California at Irvine, says it had a remarkable effect.
We found that they lived, in fact, about 20% longer, which is about a fifth of a lifespan.
He believes that with better techniques, human lifespan can eventually be extended too.
We might be able to increase the lifespan of a mammal by 50%. And of course, if that was a human being, then that might be in the order of 130 to 150 years.
The scientific evidence is there. The pieces seem to make sense. The question is, does this translate into something that humans can take advantage of?
So, just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic.
There's a huge human experience with each of these ingredients. They've been used often in traditional medicine in India and China and many other cultures, in some cases centuries and centuries.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease?
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company.
Are you saying that this could be a cure-all?
You're looking at something will have a small impact, but an important impact.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease. We hope that when enough studies are done, perhaps such claims might be able to be made in the future.
Clinical studies to assess Protandim in both diabetes and heart disease should start in 3 to 4 months. But what about everyone's old nemesis, aging itself? Well, it's all about balance between the good antioxidants and those toxic free radicals.
And if we can tip that back, we may reduce some of the bad side effects of aging. Why my skin is different than that of a baby, for example. That's a very obvious part of the aging process.
Will this prevent wrinkles?
Well, you don't want to make false claims about something. But could it produce wrinkles? It's always possible.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
which if extrapolated back is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Okay. I don't know if you got excited watching that, but the first time I ever saw that video, the first couple of words out of John Kionis's mouth, I was hooked. I was locked in. You want to get an edge on turning back the clock by taking just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility. That stuck in my brain, and I could not get that out. Of course we do. Everybody does, right? The problem was we just didn't know how to do it. And maybe we were going about it looking for that answer, just maybe in a couple of different ways. Well, this product Protandim that Dr. McCord put together, they proved that it works on every single mammal. It's for every single person on the planet. If you breathe, if you have a pulse, you have oxidative stress. And it leads to these nasty things that they talked about in the video, right? Probably the worst is malfunction. It's not even a good word coming out of your mouth. I mean, who wants to malfunction? It's not good, right? And if we can do something about that and we can offer that solution to people who have this problem, it's amazing. It makes for a great opportunity, right? And again, it's for everybody. All right, so John Kionis's oxidative stress was lowered 45% in 2 weeks. That's even better than what Dr. McCord said it would be, right? And he was even excited about that. That's kind of cool. All right, so here's the update. A lot of times people say, okay, well, that was back in 2005. Has there been an update? Yeah, there's been an update. There's been a lot of updates. There's like 9,600 published peer-reviewed studies on NRF2. If you go to PubMed.gov, you can go find all these updates. We now have patents. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of studies being done worldwide on this problem. We just happen to be one of the first companies that offers a solution to it, right? So kind of cool. How does this work into a business perspective? Well, if you've got a problem that 100% of mammals on the planet have, and we happen to be the first company to offer a solution to that, do you see a business opportunity? If we're at the front of the line in timing, offering the solution to the world, again, do you see a business opportunity? Is it better to be at the front of the line or at the back of the line? If you've ever gone to Disneyland, the front of the line's much better, right? If you've ever been to a buffet restaurant, the front of the line's much better. If you've ever been to the movies, the front of the line is much better. Better seating, warmer hot food. You get to scream and make people on the ride think that it's a crazier ride than it really is, right? You get to set the tone, you get to set the mood. And again, you get to capture the largest part of the share of the population that needs the answer. It's amazing. Okay, let's talk about the linear versus leverage really super quick. Everybody understands this. If you are an employee, you are getting linear income. You're trading time for dollars. How long are you going to do that? 40, 50, 60 years? And then what's the end game at the end of that? You think you're going to retire, but then you can't because you didn't collect enough money and invest it wisely enough to save enough money to be able to retire. So now you get to go get something really super special in your life called a retirement job. But now you're old, and so you can't go get a fun retirement job. You have to go get a boring retirement job that usually involves a stool sitting at the front of a store saying, "Welcome to our store," or "Can I supersize that for you?" Okay, crazy option, right? Okay, look at the leverage side. How do we get over that wall? How do we get over there? Well, this is something that makes network marketing so attractive to people, is the offering of leverage, being able to create a residual income for yourself within a 2 to 5 year time period, part-time on the side of this other gig that you're doing full-time, and then being able to create a retirement asset where you have money that you're generating that's coming in, whether you're sleeping, playing, on vacation, working, whatever it is that you're doing. That's the attraction of leverage income. And that's why network marketing is so attractive to people, is the ability to be able to create that leverage income, because most people don't have millions of dollars set aside in a bank account earning 4% interest to be able to draw $10,000 a month off of that to live off and retire. Okay? So this is a great plan, again, for the average person. All right, mentorship and system, we talked about that. 15 presentations a month or more. We'll help you go do that. That's part of the mentorship. We'll hold your hand. We'll help do the presentation with you. We'll teach you what to say, what to do until you get good. And then you can go do more of it, right? And build a business. And then you pay that forward and you show your people how to do it. Attend your monthly trainings where you can learn more. You can get trained. Get the knowledge that you need to build this business. Get the belief built in yourself and the confidence built in yourself that you can do this. And then you can lead other people to go do this. That's the whole point of it, right? So that it does not become a job, just you doing it. 2 to 5 years. Give it 2 to 5 years. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, thing, gig, whatever you want to call it. This is a get richer quicker, because certainly quicker than the 40, 50, 60-year plan. But it's going to not be without work. That's why it's called network marketing, not net wish marketing, right? Customers, Nerve 2. In that category. We're in the animal category, skincare category, smart energy category, weight management. Oh my gosh, how many people just want to answer to that, right? Huge. Now, look at all the money being spent globally in those categories. Oh my gosh, 200 billion, 23 billion, 120 billion, over $500 billion. People have these problems and they want a solution. They want an answer and they're looking for it. We just happen to offer a much better solution. Okay, $1,250 to get started. It's not a large investment. If you go look at any other investment in the world to do business, it's $10, $15, $20, $30,000, up to millions of dollars to get a business started. Here it's $1,250. It's a platinum pack. You get $1,800 in value. You get mentorship. And step one, we help you go get 3 people. You get $400 in commission for each one of those platinum packs that you sign up. Now you've made back your investment. Now we go get busy and really start making some serious money. Here's our monthly, here's our income disclosure statement. This is really cool. A lot of companies don't publish these because they're afraid of the numbers and they don't really want to show you where the money's being paid out. We are a publicly traded company, traded on the NASDAQ, and we want you to know. We want to set those expectations up front for you so that you know what you can expect, what you need to work towards, what your goal is, and where you want to be on this. Right here, this is cool. Check out the monthly average earnings of a distributor in each of these categories. Now, here's our middle class right here. The middle class in the United States, on average, makes about $56,000 in income. It's hard to live on that. That's why most people go get a second, third, and fourth job, right? Because it's just not possible. If you come and work with us part-time and build a network marketing asset like this, oh gosh, dude, you're not only going to change your life, but you'll change the lives of many other people struggling in this area. You can see the payout that happens. Down here, this is exciting, down here. These are the upper ranks of the company, okay? These are people who have decided to really take this serious, show more than 15 presentations a month, and be able to build an income that, quite frankly, is like, on a monthly basis, yearly incomes to other people, okay? It is possible because you can see it right here happening. Okay, this next one. What's your investment? We already talked about that, $1,250. What's your overhead? $200 in product purchase a month. You're going to do that product anyway, right? With all the different categories that we offer, that is low overhead for doing business to be able to create those kinds of incomes that we just showed you. And it doesn't change. It's $200, regardless of what rank you're at. We're paid 40% off of customers, the products that they order. Commissions, when you sign up platinum packs, it's $400 commission right away, upfront money, and that's what people are looking for. Down here you can see, here's the royalty payout. Over here's a generational match. You can match checks on the generations of distributors that you personally sponsor. That's a really cool one. Okay, let's talk about this in closing. Elite bonus pool. This is something that is unique and really interesting if you want to be serious and create a really large income. This is called our elite bonus pool. When you reach those top ranks of Pro 7, 8, 9, and 10, the company now does a profit sharing bonus pool with you. They share 4% of global sales throughout the world. Anywhere the products in LifeVantage are sold, you can now have a percentage of. Whether you've got people in those areas or not, it does not matter. 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s, 1%. 8s, 9s, and 10s, another 1%. 9s and 10s, a third 1%. Pro 10s, a fourth 1%. This is a large bonus, and it's just simply a thank you bonus for doing work that you've already been paid on, that you're already doing anyways, building a team that you're helping people, and this is just a thank you from the company saying, thank you for going that extra step for reaching these elite bonuses. Thank you for investing in yourself and in your team. Thank you for joining network marketing. Thank you for helping make LifeVantage at the forefront of everything that's going on with people. I hope that this information that I shared with you makes sense. I hope that it causes you to think, bring up some questions in your mind. Maybe take another look at network marketing. Maybe see some interest that maybe wasn't there before. Maybe see an answer for you to a health problem or to a financial problem. Most people are looking for both of those. And if we can marry the two together and have a great solution for both of those problems and mentor you and help you to create a real income, is this something that you would come and do? I hope so. It's something that my husband and I did, and it has changed our life, again, on a part-time basis. But it's given us options and choices that we didn't have before. And now we have the ability to choose, to be able to create that asset income coming in where we can go do the things that we want to go do when we want to go do them, and we don't have to ask for time off from a boss or wait until our 2 weeks is up or not get paid while we're gone playing somewhere, okay? And we can help you accomplish and do that, but not if you don't get in with us. So come and join us, come and build a business, and then help us pay it forward by helping other people learn this information as well. Thank you.